everybody, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Emerald No Healing in Battle Wedlocke Challenge. In the last episode, we made our way here to Fallarbor Town, coming from the Fiery Path all the way through Route 113. We pretty much did it without any problems at all, other than these two trainers right here who almost caused a death, being our starter Basil. They had two flying types, being a Skarmory and a Swellow, and oh, there's an item? I didn't see this item. Nobody pointed it out. I never would have dreamed somebody in the comment section would miss an item. You guys are slacking, pick it up now! Anyways, with that being said, we are going to be making our way toward Meteor Falls this episode, catching a couple of cool Pokemon along the way here on Route 114 and Meteor Falls. So with that being said, there is a few things that we can do here in Fallarbor Town before we actually set off. Now, we did grab the nugget in this crater last episode for you item-finding comment goers that didn't watch last episode. But anyways, there isn't too much to do in here. But if we go into the Pokemon Center, we can actually talk to the PC person in this game. We can talk to this girl who's at the PC blocking our usage of it, which is, you know, we need in there because we haven't viewed our new Pokemon yet. So we talk to her, she's like, oh, my name's, I almost said my name's Bianca. My character's name's Bianca, but she's Lynette. I read it wrong. I'm sorry. Anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. Her name is Lynette. She is the girl that runs the PC storage system in the HOENN region. Her house is on Route 114, so we're going to go pay her a visit in a little bit. But we want to go to the PC she was blocking because we caught a couple of Pokemon since we've been able to check the PC, and I'd like to go over them before I forget. So the last Pokemon that we caught, well, the first Pokemon we caught was Lumpy, our Numel, which has a Rust Berry, which I think is a 5% chance, either that or a 50% chance. I'm pretty sure that it's a 5% chance. I'll leave him with the Rust Berry. It's his. He can have it. We have Crush Armachop, and we have our Slugma. Bippo! And I love Bippo. Oh, I'd love to use Bippo. All right, let's go ahead and check out Lumpy and Bippo really quick. Lumpy has an oblivious nature with oblivious ability with a calm nature. I'm not calm. Can't you tell? I'm like this every video. I've done this for years. You guys know this. Regardless, that's pretty good. And the Rust Berry was a nice find. And Bippo has Magma Armor, which I called last episode. I was like, oh, we could freeze it with Ice Beam. And I was like, wait, probably has Magma Armor. I was right, it does! And it has an Impish Nature, which is pretty sweet. We'll be able to use Bippo if we add him to the team to hatch the Why Not egg. I'll probably allow that anyways, just because it's annoying. And we have Crush, the Machop. And has Guts. Yes! Wait, that's all it can have in this game. Right. That's normally bad. You normally want No Guard. My bad! And he's a quirky Machop. She's a quirky Machop. My bad. I'm a quirky! Well, I was almost said I'm a quirky Machop. I'm definitely not Machop! You know, to be Machop, I'd have to be macho. Definitely not that, but that's okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and leave this area now, and we've got a couple other things to go ahead and check out before we leave Fallarbor Town here. The Pokemon, I don't really care about. This house doesn't matter until we get to Meteorite. So all that there is left to do is, I guess we can go in the battle tent for Fallarbor Town. All of these battle tents have a TM that you can get inside, and I believe the guy that gives you the TM here is this guy. He said, am I wrong? Is there not a TM? Excuse me? What is this girl? What? Are you joking? I could have swore there was a TM here. I guess it's just a trap. I'm so oh my god, look at this kid. I'm gonna make everyone think I'm just a kid and let them play down. Then I'll shock them and grab that title. It's like Big Brother. This kid is destined for Big Brother. It's like me! Whatever, Scott doesn't give me a TM. I don't care about him whatsoever. Let's go ahead and move on. We'll go to the Move Reminder House, which is where we really want to talk to. So he's the Move Tutor. He can teach moves to Pokemon that they have forgotten or weren't able to get because it was too long ago. He needs a Heart Scale for that, and I believe there's a couple Pokemon on our team that can make use of this. I'm gonna go ahead and check everybody and make sure there is something. I don't know. I'm just gonna go through everybody and I'll come back to you guys if there's anything I want to teach. I consulted with him, and I checked everybody. Nobody has anything interesting, but at some point, fully evolved Pokemon normally do. I think Sceptile might get something. Not entirely sure about that one, but it's something to consider once Basil evolves into Sceptile. Hopefully, Basil evolves into Sceptile, that is. I know I've not had the best luck with starters in the past. Don't mind me. Anyways, we talked to this kid right here. He actually gives me a TM that's really helpful. He says his big brother's a fossil maniac. Hey, he's got something in common with me. He's a maniac. I'm a maniac! Everybody knows this. He gives me TM28! That's Dig! Dig is a really good move. I don't want to waste it yet, though. We might need it down the line. And I don't believe his brother gives us anything. I believe in the post-game, he'll give you the fossil that you didn't choose. But as of right now, we can't get a fossil yet, so we can't get the other one. I believe that's how it works. It might not be the case. No, he lets you go in, and then there's a cave full of Ditto and Loudred and Whismur. And at the end is the fossil you didn't choose. That's what he does. My bad, whatever. He has no use for us in this playthrough, obviously. So we can go ahead and do a couple more things. But why not get another TM? This guy we talked to him is gonna make us run away, theoretically speaking, with TM05 Roar! And honestly, this was one of my favorite NPCs in the entire game when I was a kid. I used to come up here, I used to talk to the Buchiena, and it'd be like, bow wow, and I'd be like, ah! I had no life as a kid. No life as a kid! What do you guys mean as a kid? What am I doing right now? I'm recording myself playing video games, but it's fun and I get to be my crazy self. Whatever, Fisherman Nolan. Hey, it's like the brain, the Frontier Brain, Battle Factory Nolan. What's up? Speaking of Pokemon that get moves from the Mover Learner that are really cool, Charizard. What's up? Get it, Ash's Charizard versus his Articuno. One of the coolest fights in the whole anime. It was insane. Whatever, bite that Barboach, and that's it for Nolan. This guy, unfortunately for him, isn't as good as Battle Factory Nolan. Is his name Nolan? Because if it's not, I'm like losing it, and you guys are just gonna forget I said that. I'm pretty sure it's Nolan. I'm sure it's Nolan. I know it is. You think you'd remember a dumb name like Nolan. I apologize to all three of you out there who are named Nolan. Don't take it personally, it's just how your parents decided to go about your life, and that's what you were given, so it's okay. I was given a pretty dumb name. My name's Jarrett. Have you ever heard that name before? Nah. Well, okay, let me rephrase this. My name has never been spelled correctly in my life. My best friend of 18 years doesn't know how to spell my name sometimes. It's ridiculous. I've never had somebody, the first time they meet me, be like, all right, I'm gonna spell your name right. Because there's so many ways to spell Jarrett, but there's only one actual theoretically correct way to spell it. It's not J-A-R-E-D, that's Jared. That's a whole different name. I don't understand where people get that from. It's not J-A-R-R-E-T-T, that's yucky. Who would spell it with all those unnecessary R's? It's not J-A-R-E-T, what, you need two T's. It's not J-A-R-R-E-T, because that's too many R's. There's only one way to do it. One R and two T's. Excuse me, fisherman, I was talking! No, I'm not busy! Fine, I'll fight you too. I don't even know what the last girl had. I'm not even paying attention to the game. Do I pay attention to what I'm doing? No, I sit here and ramble and spill all kinds of stories because I've got unlimited things to talk about constantly. That's literally all I do. Even when I'm not recording, I'll just sit here and be like, hey mom, did you hear that one time that this guy did this thing? And she's like, shut up, it's 3 in the morning. Understandable. But regardless, I just beat that guy. At least I remember his name is Kai. It's like my baby cousin that I was talking about. He's a cute little baby, but that fisherman is an ugly baby. Well, he probably was an ugly baby. I don't think he's a baby anymore. I mean, you know, never mind. Alright, let's continue. Sure, we'll fight this fisherman. They're all a big waste of space and time. It's like Diamond and Pearl! Space and time? Fisherman Kai sparked Generation 4. It happened. Gen 4 confirmed! Guys, I literally have just made the best Generation confirmed joke of all time. If this guy's name is Paul, if this guy's name is Cynthia, wait, that would be, I question the game developers personally. His name's gonna be Paul. Claude. I mean, that's basically the same name, right? They sound a lot. If you say Paul fast and Claude fast, you'd be like, did you say the same thing? They sound very similar. I'm not making this one up. This is actual fact. The reason I said Paul is because of not the Big Brother anime. No, I didn't say it. The Sinnoh anime. I mean, if they made an anime about Big Brother, there'd probably be a Paul in it. Just saying. But, you know, the Sinnoh anime, you got your jerk Paul. I mean, his name could have been Rowan, his name could have been Dawn, anything. And it would have been like, all right, even more icing on the cake. I almost said pudding on the cake, but that's weird. Do you guys put pudding on your cake? That's what happens when you talk so fast and talk crazy stories, is sometimes you think and say crazy things that don't make any sense. But you guys know that. Unless this is the first time you ever clicked on my videos. But if this is the first time you clicked on my channel, you've already watching somebody else. You're already like, what have I seen today? I'm not, I wanted to be a YouTuber, but if this is what it takes, probably not. It's like, when I started YouTube, I wasn't really like this. I've been coming through like a self-discovery, if you will, as of late. I'm like, what do I want to do with my life? What do I want to do with myself? I have a lot of anxiety. I know it's really hard to tell, but I'm not good with talking with people normally. But that's mainly because of how I grew up. I know a lot of people are going to be able to relate to this. So if you do, this is why I want to do this. This is why I do what I do here. I want people to be able to look up to me and relate to me in some way. Growing up, I was bullied and treated horribly in school, and it made me a recluse. I ended up becoming homeschooled, and I didn't ever want to leave the house. I went months without ever going outside. That's not something that you should do, but it's what I needed to find myself, I guess you could say. And I've always been like this. Like I said, I used to commentate my video games to myself as a kid. That never changed. It's always been me. But it's always been struggling. Oh my God, this person's name is Nancy! I'm sorry, I had to. But that's how I've always been, crazy and spontaneous. This is just who I am. But I have never wanted to do it around other people because of how I was treated. If there's ever anything that I want anybody to take from my videos, is do not care what other people think of you. Don't. You don't need to care. I know that's hard. It was hard for me to understand. But you're never gonna be your true happy self until you are who you want to be. And this is who I am. I'd love to go outside and be crazy and do this kind of stuff. But I used to always think, what are people gonna think of me? You know what? It doesn't matter. My dad is the type of person who really, really cares what people think, to the point that it's bad. He's always worrying about what people think, and that's probably why we don't have the greatest relationship. But, you know what? Forget that. He always used to tell me I was weird, and I do love my dad. I am weird. But he used to condemn it to the point that it's not good. What are people gonna think of you? Do you really want that? You know what? Yeah, I do want that. And I didn't really realize this until recently. But I don't really care. I want to be the loud, screaming, banshee behemoth that you guys have come to know on this channel. Yeah, it's easy for me to do here because I'm behind a screen and you guys don't see me. But I don't even record with a face cam. And I sit here and flail my arms and scream and throw stuff anyways, because that's just what I do. This isn't a show. This is never put on for anybody. This is just how I act. I'm ridiculous. And you know what? That's what makes me who I am. I know this is like life talks with Corm right now, but it's true. That's just how my life has always been, and I don't want anybody out there that's like that to have to hide it because of some mean person in high school, because they're probably gonna grow up to be a nobody when you have something unique that could make you a somebody. I know it might sound cheesy, but that's just like, I'm just spilling this. None of this is written down, nothing. This is just my feelings and who I am as a person. And I just talked to these people and I realized that they caused the the second death in my Omega Ruby Wedlocke, and I know they have a Roselia and an Azumarill, and I don't know who I led with. Okay, a Roselia and a Graveler. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? It's salvageable. It's salvageable if I Ice Beam the Graveler and take it out in one shot. I took the Roselia out so we don't have to worry about it getting any chip damage on Gobble should a Rock Throw come his way. If we can Ice Beam the Graveler and take it out in one shot, we should be alright. I thought they had a Azumarill and a Roselia, but that's just an Omega Green Alpha Sapphire. Alright, we're fine. Anyways, I keep referencing who I am, and you might be thinking that's just what I'm saying, but it actually ties into my big story in the end. When I was a little kid in school and being bullied, another one of my weird things is I love girly music. Girl singers and the pop music that you wouldn't expect a big 6-foot guy to like. That's what I like, and I used to always be told it was stupid. Why do you like that? That's ridiculous. One day I was sitting in the house playing RuneScape, all alone, sad because of how I was treated in school, and I kept this bottled up and never told anybody. But the song came on the radio, and I loved it. And it's always been one of my favorite songs to this day. And I never really knew why. It resonated with me to a point that I just didn't know why. That song's called Who I Am. And maybe something inside of me was triggered by this song. I've been thinking about that a lot, honestly. And I could actually see that being the case. It's wild how life works. Like, I'm only 20 years old. I'll be 21 at the end of the year. But I feel like I've experienced and gone through so much more in my short time on this earth than any other 20 or 21-year-old that you're going to meet. My mom and I have been homeless twice, living out of our car. We were in a near-fatal car accident when I was 10 years old that the police and paramedics had considered an unbelievable miracle that we are still here to this day. I've been through so much insane things that I feel so much more mature for my age than I could ever be. And because of this, I want to do and see as many things as I can in my life, and sure as hell not be held back by worrying what other people think about me. I know I don't swear on this channel, but it's not that bad. I just felt like that was a necessary way of putting it. Enough of this talk. I really did want to share that all with you guys. And myself, because I think I needed to hear it as well. Anyways, we are going to get ourselves an encounter here for Route 114. Honestly, I know I can get Seviper. I want a Swablu. It's the most common thing here, and I've got a name on my list that would be an incredible reference to somebody that I personally look up to. Hopefully in a way that some of you might look up to me. So, my encounter for Route 114 is going to be a Swablu. I couldn't have asked for anything better. Alright, let's do it, Finny. So, Swablu is a really cool Pokemon. I'd love to use Altaria on this playthrough. I think that would be incredible. I'm going to throw a timer ball at it and hope it sticks right away. I guess this is a short little metaphor in a way of what the point I was trying to make is. Time can be short. You need to do with it whatever you want, no matter what anybody else thinks. Alright, Swablu is the Cotton Bird Pokemon. A Pokemon that has wings like cottony clouds. After enduring winter, in which little food is available, Swablu flocks move closer to towns in the spring. So I don't even need to check my list, but I am going to open it up here just to get a little bit of a backstory on what I'm naming it after. Anybody that watches any other person that you might compare me to here on YouTube knows exactly what this reference is to. It is actually being named after a dragon from, give me a second, a dragon who is trapped in Spyro 1 in the boss world of the Magic Crafter's homeworld. And the name of that dragon, and the name that I'm giving this Swablu, is an incredible reference that I'm sure a lot of you are going to appreciate. And that name is Altair. We have Altair the Swablu. That's a name on my list. And I'm sure it sounds familiar to a lot of you out there. In a familiar Emerald playthrough. This one's for you, Chugga. Altair, the Swablu. I think that's really cool. I think that's what his Altaria was called. And it's an eligible name on our list. So I don't see any reason it doesn't fit. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fight this trainer really quick before we head back and talk to Altair. Before we check out Altair. Anyways, there's a Carbos hidden on this rock. And I mean, what's a better reference to an Emerald Chugga playthrough than this guy? I'm gonna guess his name's Steve! I'm just kidding. I know his name's Steve! This is Pokemaniac Steve! And he likes to call a meal quite a bit. But yeah, he's got an air on. It's no big deal. I knew that. I'll lead with Finny and Bubble Beam it and take it right out. Yeah, I hope that, like, real talk doesn't really bother you guys in a way or anything. But I just really wanted to get all of that out there, honestly. It's something I've been thinking about a lot. And when I record my videos, it's how I free talk everything so much easier than, like, writing it down and sharing it with somebody. I think that's so much more personal than anything that I could have done here. I don't know. It's coming from the heart. That's really all there is to it. I'm a massive Big Brother super fan, as all of you guys know. And it's always been my dream to apply, ever since I was 10 years old. And it's been my lifelong dream. I've watched this show for over a decade, and I told myself one day I would be on the show. And I've counted down every year until I can apply, and this year is the year that I can finally apply. It's made me want to discover myself a little bit more, and everything that I shared with you guys here today is my story, if that makes sense. In a brief nutshell, I guess you could say. Anyways, let's go into the Pokemon Center and check out our Swablu that we just caught. I don't remember the abilities it can have, but I hope it has Natural Cure? Swablu has Natural Cure. That's really good. And an Adamant Nature, which I guess isn't horrible. I know Dragon's special in this game, unfortunately, which does hurt its Dragon typing when it evolves, but it'll be better with flying moves, I suppose. So, yeah, we have Altair, the Swablu. We have a really cool array of Pokemon here. I'm loving it. I'm loving this playthrough a lot. I actually am going to take that Rossberry. It's bothering me. Sorry, Lumpy, you can't have your Rossberry that you found yourself. I'm going to take it, and if we never use you, I hope that you don't miss your berry. It's not yours anymore. It's mine. I caught you. All right, let's go ahead and head back on out. Did I heal? I don't know. I didn't heal, but I don't think it matters. I did heal. No, I didn't heal. Aster's still hurt. I'll leave Finny and Busan up front. I know they are still level 25, so we've got a lot to do here. We did talk to Lynette, so we don't have to worry about that. We got the Trico doll? No. The Lotad doll, I think. So I guess it's a Stella doll at the end of the day. All right, I'm going to go ahead and smash this rock. Hopefully we don't run into a Geodude or anything. I did forget you could have gotten Geodude here, which is cool. But it doesn't matter. We already got a Swablu. And there's a protein hidden back here, which is pretty sweet, I suppose. Isn't there a rare candy hidden around here? Did I already get it when I wasn't paying attention? I mean, it's possible. Yeah, it's fine. All right, let's go ahead and continue down the way. I know there's some trainers down here. I know this guy's a Kindler. I know he has a Wingull. I don't really mind fighting him with Queen Finny and Busan. There's no reason not to. All right, let's go ahead. Not to. Pokemon, Queen Finny, Busan. I need help. All right, we got Kindler Bernie Sanders here. He's got himself a Slugma. You know, it's no big deal, honestly. Slugma's obviously a one-shot with Finny, and Finny's going to hit level 26 after this, which is really cool to see. It's just great, honestly, because everybody is higher level than Queen Finny and Busan, and getting them to 26 is great. I need to really balance the levels out. I know somebody in my Discord server did say that the level limit's not as big of a deal as it looks, but Aster's level 27. I don't feel comfortable with it at all. I do feel like we're really pushing the limit here. You know, get it? Pushing the level limit. Oh my god, that's a great little thing there. Anyways, we're going to Ice Beam this Wingull. I know it's not super effective, but we should be able to take it out in one shot, seeing as how we're 8 levels higher than it. If not, it'll only take one more, and then we'll be along our way. Yeah, no big deal. Alright, and then there's a couple trainers up ahead with Geodude and Graveler and stuff. I know there's a double battle that can snipe me, which would be bad to have, Busan out for the double battle, so I'm gonna try to force it into a single battle, so yeah, we can do that, no big deal. Alright, and I'll do the other girl. I just didn't want to do a double battle here because then Busan would be out front against the Geodude, even though it probably wouldn't be a problem because I'd one-shot him with Bubble Beam, but just in case anything wild happened, I'd probably even be able to outspeed with Busan and Mega Drain them, but there's just no real reason to risk that right now. I don't want to put Busan's life at risk. I really love Queen Finny and Busan together, and I'd love to see them make it as far as they can. I know their time is really short here with Flannery fast approaching, but they could still beat Flannery no problem at all. There's a lot that can go wrong. I know Finny has thick fat, which is great for Flannery, but it's still a really hard fight that Finny's going to have to do all by herself. So a lot of things can go really wrong in that fight, but I'm just going to hope for the best. We should be doing it in a few episodes here, so it's scary, but I'm looking forward to it. That's why I play these challenges. I love a challenge. I love the strategy behind it. It's a lot like Big Brother in a way, if you think about it. Honestly, it's a weird metaphor there, but it is kind of like Big Brother in a way. As weird as that sounds. Big Brother, if you guys don't know, is a reality TV show where a whole house is full of strangers and they compete every week, and it's like a social game to get to the end without anybody else voting you out. And it's a really brief explanation of it, but oh my god. Oh my god, Busan's dead. Never mind. Alright, if Lombre used Nature Power there, it would have been a Rock Slide, and that would have killed Busan. What? What? Yeah, it's what Big Brother is expect the unexpected. That's kind of the same thing that you have to do with Pokemon here. In these challenges, you have to expect anything. Most people wouldn't have thought that Nature Power right there was going to pull out Rock Slide, but it would have, and it would have killed Busan in one shot. There's no question. And you have to be able to think 2 steps ahead in everything that you do, and it's no different than what I do every single day on this channel. It's been one of my dreams. It's probably why I was drawn to these challenges so much. I love the strategy and I love the thought behind every single move that I make. Even if it looks like it's not that big of a deal or it might be a little subtle, everything that I do has an outcome in this challenge, whether you think so or not. That's one of the coolest things that I could ever explain to anybody. This is what I love. I love doing this. That's why I do it. That's why I'm so passionate about it. That's why I'm so passionate about Big Brother. That's why I talk about it every single video almost. It's because I just love the thought of playing such an amazing experience and challenge to add to the ever-growing experiences that I have been through. Think about it. Like I said, time is short, and that's why it's something I've always wanted to do so bad, because I love everything about it. Not only that, I inspire a whole bunch of you guys on this YouTube channel every single day. I've gotten so many comments from you guys saying that I have been somebody to look up to, and I've helped you through so many things. I want to play Big Brother no differently than I do here on my channel, because honestly, when I was a little kid, I used to look up to the players that I watched as a kid, and Ben always used to think, I want to be like them one day. I want to be that guy that plays the game that some other 10-year-old guy out there that watches Big Brother looks up to, and be like, I want to be like him. There's so many players that I watched growing up that I wanted to be just like Dan Giesling, Ian Terry, Steve Moses, Peter Brown, and hopefully for one day, if I ever do get the chance to play that amazing game, Jared Haynes. Honestly, that's all I've ever wanted. As weird as that sounds, that's been my life dream and goal. That's what I've always wanted to do, and I know it's such a long shot for anybody that would hear that, but I really do think I have what it takes, and for all of you guys to watch me on there one day would be absolutely insane. I think that would be so cool to share with all of you and the entire world. It's something I've been so passionate about. That's why I'm so crazy. That's why I move around so much. I get thinking about what I care about, and it just fuels me to no end that I just want to go at it so bad. I just want that for myself and for everybody that would even have the chance to watch. It's wild, isn't it? How one thing that somebody cares about can fuel them to this point so bad? It's really insane. It's wild to think about. It really is. Alright guys, we are at Meteor Falls, and we can get ourselves an encounter here. And I believe the only thing I can get is Soul Rock? So this is probably going to be a little bit till I find it. I can't think anything else I can get. Zubat I already have. I don't think there's anything else. So we'll see. My encounter for Meteor Falls isn't a Zubat because we already have a Zubat. So this Zubat doesn't count. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that the only thing we can find here is a Soul Rock. But I guess I'll go ahead and see you guys when I find my encounter. Hey, there's a Soul Rock. That actually took so much longer than you would have ever thought. Ever. But that's okay. They're not that rare. I don't understand. But yeah, our encounter is going to be a Soul Rock. It's the only thing you can get here besides Zubat. As far as I'm aware, I only ran into Zubat. But yeah, we got ourselves a Zubat. We got ourselves a Soul Rock. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, let's go ahead and Secret Power. Oh, I put Farley up front because Queen Finny was actually kind of struggling to run away, so I didn't want to deal with that. But yeah, Intimidate helps too with the Rock Throw. I'm going to try and, I don't know what effect this can have here. I'm going to just hopefully get the effect, paralyze it, put it to sleep. I have no idea. It's going to be a pretty hard Pokemon to catch, so I'm going to just try and weaken it as much as I can and then go for like an Ultra Ball or something. Also, I never put this in my rules. This is an oversight. This is just how I always do Wedlocks. Genderless Pokemon, I flip a coin. I forgot to do it because it's been a while since I allowed genderless Pokemon, like, with that kind of rule. I guess the side effect here is flinching. So let's go ahead and throw an Ultra Ball, and hopefully we get this Soul Rock on turn 1. Yeah, we got it. All right. And I meant the first ball, not turn 1. It was like turn 5. Regardless, Soul Rock's data is in the Pokedex. It's the Meteorite Pokemon. Solar energy is the source of this Pokemon's power. On sunny days, groups of Soul Rock line up facing the sun and absorb its light. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get a name for my naming theme list, which is anything but main characters from the original Spyro the Dragon trilogy. I'm gonna get a name for this Soul Rock, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright guys, I've got a name for this Soul Rock. It is after a dragon from Spyro 1 in the Magic Crafter's homeworld, which is the same place that Altair was from, our Swablu, ironically enough. And the name of that dragon and the name that I am giving to the Soul Rock, actually, let's determine its gender really quick. Heads for male, tails for female. I've got a United States $50 here. Okay, I'm gonna flip it, and I think that's tails. Yeah, it's tails. Alright, we have a female Soul Rock named Cosmos. We have Cosmos, the Soul Rock. It has something to do with space, so it works. There we go, Cosmos the Soul Rock. Alright, we couldn't have had another encounter, so we're just gonna go ahead and leave it. Let's go ahead and spray repel, and then go ahead and deal with the Team Aqua grunts that we have to deal with here. I think they're Aqua. It might be Magma, I don't actually remember. Let's go ahead and do it with Farley and Basil, why not? Let's go ahead and heal. I don't think I have a healing item. If I don't, I'm gonna be sad. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go ahead and use Oran Berries because they're not really of use anymore. At least not a great use, and we only need like a couple. So, I don't care. We just need to heal up Basil and Farley just so they can fight. I'm gonna leave Basil's health there. I know that's probably a risk, but oh well. Let's do it. Yeah, it's Magma. Wait, that could be fire types. Maybe I shouldn't have done this with Basil and Farley. Oh well, they're like, I don't know who you are, but if you get in the way of Team Magma, don't expect any mercy from me. Hold it right there, Team Magma. Wait, do we fight Aqua? I don't even remember what happens. I think we fight nobody? Maybe you just fight in Omega Green Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, you don't fight them here. Never mind. Well, that sucks. Yeah, Team Aqua ran them off, and we have to go actually chase Team Magma to Mount Chimney, which is where we'll be heading in the next episode, of course. And I know there's some stuff to do south of Meteor Falls here, but we'll probably do that in the next episode too. There's quite a bit down there. Anyways, we talked to— oh my god, I forgot! I'm a professor! My name's Cosmo! We just named a Pokemon Cosmos! You can't make it up! You just can't make this up. This is ridiculous. The things I come up with in this game! Team Magma asked me to guide them to Meteor Falls, but they tricked me. They even took my meteorite away. And then a similar bunch, Team Aqua, showed up. After that, I don't understand any of it. Yeah, he's gonna go back to his home in Fallarbor Town, and once we get the meteorite back, we'll be able to give that to Cosmos. And he'll be all happy, and he'll give me return, I think? I don't remember. Anyways, this is a Moonstone. It's the first place that you can actually evolve your Skitty if you got one, which is ridiculous. I'm sorry, but you have to wait that long. I didn't get a Skitty, though, but my Skitty'd probably be dead. I mean, probably not. Anyways, exiting Mount Meteor Falls, we will be here on Route 115, which is where I'm going to end off this episode. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, actually, yeah. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, a like is appreciated. It helps out a great deal. And if you want to see more Pokemon Wedlocks like Pokemon Emerald, feel free to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching!